We're going to make a overcast edge napkin. I'm going to use the G-foot that has a pin under here, you can see, and kind of a tongue that sticks out on this side. We're going to be lining our fabric up along this edge. We want to be careful that our fabric runs right along that edge and doesn't get pushed too tight. So I'm going to attach my foot. There's a small bar back here that just clamps in. And I have matching thread in my top and bobbin. I'm using a red so you'll be able to see it. And I'm going to put my foot down right at the start of my napkin. Again, I have the fabric lined up right along the side of the tongue of that foot. I'm going to do a lock stitch, and I want my fabric flat, coming right into the edge of that foot. And it's going to be doing kind of a zigzag stitch coming. It'll stitch a straight stitch down the left-hand side, and then it'll do a zigzag as it heads over to the right to finish off that edge. Go a little faster. I usually do this pretty slowly just to be careful that that fabric stays lined up. I'm actually going to come in a little closer so you can see even a little bit better where I'm lined up. Yeah, so I'm matching right here. I don't want this edge to get pushed in at all, and I don't want there to be a gap between the fabric and the foot. That'll make the edge stitching uneven. Just finish out to the end here, keeping that as straight as I can. And when we get close to the end, I'm going to stop just before the end, and I'm going to hold down my lock stitch. I'm going to do 3 lock stitches in place, and then I'm going to just come off the end. And then I'm going to stop. I'm going to raise my foot, and if you remember, I told you there was a little pin there. That's actually keeping the stitches forming properly. So when I take it out of my machine, I have to pull it to the back to have those stitches come off of that pin. And then I'm going to clip that and show you what that looks like. So that is what an overcast stitch looks like. It looks pretty close to the same on the back. And I can just go around my whole napkin. I'm going to do the same thing at this end. I'm going to line up that foot. I'll raise my needle first. I'll line it up. And again, drop my needle and do a lock stitch. That just helps hold my ends in place. And I'm going to stitch along. That along all 4 sides. This is one that I was practicing on, and I'll show you what it looks like when you get too close or too far. This, see how this kind of sticks out and doesn't look nice? That's what happens if you're not right along the edge. If you're right along the edge, it's a nice finish. This one I practice. There's different size stitches that you can use. On this machine, it's number 16, 17, and 18 in the utility menu. It always uses the G-foot. So as I stitch, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go around all 4 sides, and when I'm done, I'm going to have a lovely overcast napkin. If you don't want the stitching to show, use a coordinating thread. Or on this one, I thought for the holidays, red might be fun. Hope you enjoyed this quick little lesson.